Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then welcome. I really appreciate you taking your time to watch my video. Even if it's for a little bit, I'll take what I can get. Today I wanted to cover some unconventional travel hacks that in the long run, I haven't had my coffee this morning, in the long run can help you in more ways than you thought possible. So, the first one is take clothes that you can leave behind. This is like, underwear that is on its last legs. Bring enough for every day, extra if you're female, because and then when you're done with them, throw them out. Chances are they were going to be thrown out anyways, or get some cheap Walmart undies or something and throw them out. Same with socks. Take a few pairs of socks that maybe are starting to get a hole in them or something, or cheaper socks that you can just throw them out when you're done. There's also some things that you can take and just donate at the end of your trip. I'm taking a sweater that I got it on Temu, so I didn't pay a lot for it. It's a nice sweater, but I probably wouldn't wear it in the States as much because I live in kind of a warm climate. But I decided to just donate it at the end of my trip. Same with my umbrella. I am taking a red umbrella for a couple shots that I want to have taken in London. And that's all I need it for. If it rains, I have a rain jacket that has a hood. And I'm not one of those people that go, oh, it's raining, I can't get wet. So the umbrella is strictly for a photo prop for these couple photos that I have to take when I'm in London. So after that, I will donate that as well. Pantyhose, same thing. If you're, like we're going to the Phantom of the Opera one night. So I will wear pantyhose because I'm old school and my legs are pasty. So after I wear those, I will more than likely throw them out. Wipes are another thing. You can buy flushable wipes in a pack. And not all restrooms have toilet paper or high quality paper. Some restrooms in Europe you have to pay to get some toilet paper, which is crazy, but it's true. This you can carry around. It comes in a little packet that you can pop in your purse or your backpack, and it leaves you a little bit more fresh and clean than regular toilet paper. It's not gonna, take the skin off because it's rough. And then at the end of your trip, you will have gone through the package enough that you can throw the package away, and it creates more space in your luggage. So, and space, especially if you're a minimalist packer, space is paramount. It gives you space for souvenirs that you can take, and it'll fit in your suitcase, especially if you're going carry-on only. Carry-on only is definitely where you want to minimize the stuff you take and the stuff you bring back just because of space. Now, on the space issue, don't bother with bringing shampoo and conditioner. Every hotel out there probably has shampoo and conditioner. Most of the time, if you're not going to a third world country, you will be able to pop down to the corner shop and get some cheap shampoo and conditioner and just leave it there when you come home. It's not a big deal. It takes up space, it might leak, and you can replace it easily. So leave it at home, just buy it when you get there or use the hotels. The hotel shampoos over the years have gotten a little bit more higher quality than they used to be. So, bags inside of bags. Now, I am taking a backpack and a carry-on suitcase. I also need to have my purse, so I don't want to lug a huge backpack throughout the streets of London, but I need my purse, and it needs to be large enough to hold my camera, which is very expensive, and unfortunately it's very heavy. If you are a professional photographer, you know this. So I pare my camera equipment down to one body and two lenses, but they're both heavy. I decided to leave my 7200 lens because it's just enormous and very heavy. So I'm taking two smaller ones to give me quite a wide range of angles and that kind of thing. But yeah, bags inside of bags. That way you can get your purse, you put it in the bottom and fill your purse along with everything else that you're putting in your backpack. And it alleviates the fact of, oh, well, you have a personal item already, you can't take a purse. So just put the purse in your backpack and put it in empty, or fill it with stuff that goes in your backpack, and it won't take up much space. So that's what I do. Leave your expensive jewelry at home. I always take a fake diamond ring. I do not wear my real diamond ring. I don't wear high quality jewelry. I use fake stuff. That way if it does get stolen or lost, you're out 10, 15 bucks versus hundreds and thousands of dollars worth of jewelry because you were mugged, or your hotel room was burgled, or you lost it. So I just wear fake jewelry. Nobody's going to know. You're never going to see these people again. So even if they go, oh yeah, that's totally fake, who cares? Go on with your own self. It's fine. Now if you can't fit all of your clothing into a carry-on, at least take one complete outfit with you, like in your backpack or whatever you do carry on with you. That way, if the airlines lose your luggage, you will have something else to wear until you can either get your luggage back or replenish your wardrobe. I have flown on American Airlines, no offense, but my suitcase has been lost, it has been destroyed, and it has been lost again. I don't know what they have going on over there, but I hate taking a checked bag, especially when I fly American, because it never arrives with me, and that's really frustrating. So it's best just to have an extra set of clothes with you on your person, in your bag, in your purse, something to get you through until you can either replenish your wardrobe or your luggage finally comes in. Bring a portable charger with you. It's a portable battery. It's about this big. That way you don't have to worry about your phone dying and there goes your airline pass, or there goes your hotel reservations, because everybody puts everything on their phone, and when their phone dies, then they're stuck. They have to find some place to recharge and then prove, hey, here's my ticket. So this way, if you have a battery pack with you, you can always have your phone charged, and that will save you a lot of difficulties worrying about your phone dying and what have you. I know a lot of people use packing cubes because they can condense the size, and that's great. But if you don't have the money or don't want to go out and buy a set of packing cubes, then you can use large Ziploc bags. They work the same way. You just have to manually squeeze the air out, and they will compact quite nicely. Or if you order a lot of things from Amazon or Temu, they usually come in a Ziploc bag. And same thing, use it to pack with. I I actually don't need it this time around. I was able to pack everything that I'm taking for a 9-day trip, and it fits. I was blown away, but it fits. It is possible. But if it doesn't fit, if you want to tighten things down, you can just use a Ziploc bag. Works the same way, and it's a lot cheaper. If you are going to Europe especially, they have a lot of cobblestone streets. So I would recommend getting rubber covers for your suitcase wheels. So it will take the brunt of the bouncing that it's going to have to do over these streets. Sometimes you have to walk from the train or the subway to your hotel, and it's quite a distance. And it's not completely flat, so it will ruin your suitcase if you're not careful. So just get those rubber, they just pop on, and it kind of gives your suitcase some cushion so your wheels don't get destroyed walking through the streets of Paris or Venice or wherever you're traveling. Have copies of your documents, your credit cards, your IDs, everything on your phone, and print it out. That way, if something does happen to the original documents, you at least have a paper copy and can get the numbers off of there, or prove who you are and what have you, without having to scramble to the consulate and get an additional passport or something, which you will need before you leave the country. But it's a lot easier sometimes if you already have pictures of everything, and you can carry that around instead of your passport, your actual passport, because you don't want that stolen. I have had that happen, and it's in one of my videos. We were pickpocketed in Greece, and oh my gosh, it was a whole lot of nasty. It was such a mess, so I would highly recommend leaving your passport safe in your hotel room and just take a copy. As far as souvenirs go, bring back souvenirs that you can't get here. Like, a lot of people will buy a mug or a magnet or something to that effect, but you can get that in the States. And chances are it's made in China. So unless you're in China, then it's not going to be an actual souvenir. Like, I'm going to England. If I bought a mug, it would probably be made in China. Something that I could order off Amazon or Temu. So really be picky as far as what kind of things you can bring back as a souvenir. There are a lot of local shops that have local vendors. There's soaps and coffees and jams, and in Scotland there's the cashmere that's very popular. I fully intend to bring back a cashmere scarf for myself, but things that you can actually use on a day-to-day basis and remember, hey, I got this in Scotland, or hey, aren't these cookies good? We got them in England. And it's fun to just find those unique things. And for Christmas gifts or whatever, you want something unique and truly from that country that reminds you of your travels. So don't buy into the, I love London t-shirts or a mug with the changing of the guard on them or something. You can get that anywhere at any time. Get something that is very unique and reminds you personally of your trip. Prepare to not see everything. London is filled with millions of people, and I say London because that's where I'm going here in a couple weeks, but Paris, same thing. I was in Paris for a week, and I didn't even get close to seeing everything there, but it was okay. You have to pick and choose what you want to truly see, and everything else is gravy. But don't rush through something that you really wanted to see because this sounds cool over here. You might not enjoy it, or you won't remember it as well because you were in such a rush. So slow down, plan out your must-sees before you go. Look at a map and decide, this one's close to this museum. This one we'll save for another day because it's on the other side of town, because that travel back and forth will eat up your time. And you want to actually be able to enjoy what you're experiencing. Not worried about, okay, we got to hurry up because we got to catch a train, or we got to catch a bus and we got to get clear over here. Don't worry about that. Vacations are supposed to be fun, relaxing, and just the time of your life. So just slow down and just have a few must-sees. And if you see more than that, that's awesome. But you have to go in with the expectation that you're not going to see everything while you're there. It's just not possible. Research the weather before you get there. So if it's gonna storm all the time you're there, bring a raincoat or an umbrella or rain boots, or dress for the weather, but you have to know what the weather is going to be. It's like we're going to Edinburgh in May. Now, May in Tennessee is hot. May in Edinburgh, not so much. It's a little chilly. So you have to dress for a different climate than what you're used to for that time of year. So that's where the research comes in. So that way you don't get all the way there and whip out your halter top and shorts and find out it's really cold and you wish you would have brought that heavy bulky sweater and those thermal pants. So just research the weather before you get there. It's no big deal. Hire a local to show you around. Now there are a lot of tours that you can take that are basically done by local people who've lived there, who know the ins and outs, who know the behind the scenes type stuff, so to speak, little holes in the wall that you wouldn't even know about because they're not publicized. But just hire a local. Sometimes they do it for free or just tips, and it's really interesting. You get to interact with a local, and you get to see some things that are not necessarily on TripAdvisor because it's unique. And it really gets you into the culture and the people of the country you're going to. Now, going along with hiring a local to show you around, you should hire a local photographer to take pictures of you and whoever's with you. We have this habit of taking selfies, and that's all well and good, but you can tell they're selfies, and especially if you're traveling by yourself. You want to hire a professional photographer that can take some really good, momentous pictures of you. Pictures that you can then take and hang in your home and, show them off. Hey, look, this is an awesome piece of art, and I'm the star. It's just a little different than, the mug or the t-shirt. The person will also be able to show you around some nooks and crannies that you weren't really expecting to see, which is unusual. It's unique. It's fun. Now, I familiarize myself with the area as much as possible before I even go. Now, I am a fan of the old world maps. I will sprawl out a map and find where my hotel is and where the points of interest that I want to see are, and familiarize myself with the main streets, where the subway stations are. Just familiarize yourself as much as you can so you're not totally lost when you get there. And a lot of people rely on their phones to have them to give them directions. Now, phones, I don't know where you're going, but I know phones are a hot item for people to steal in England. So what I have done is I got a little jewel or whatever. It has a ring, so I can put it around my hand, so it's in my hand. I can't accidentally drop it. I'm sure I can rearrange that, but I can't accidentally drop it. It won't slip out of my hands, and the rhinestones on the case actually give me a little bit more grip. So if somebody were to try to pull it out of my hands, they wouldn't be able to do so as easily. Now, don't shy away from public transportation. It's not the same in Europe as it is in the US. Public transportation is the mode of transportation. You have the subway or the metro or the tube, depending on where you are. You have taxis, you have buses, and they are all popular modes of transportation. They are very safe. You just have to watch your own personal belongings because there are pickpockets, and you don't want that to happen to you. It happened to my dad when we were in Paris. He usually keeps his wallet in his back pocket, and he knows that in Paris you don't do that. But he had bought some souvenirs, and without thinking, out of habit, he put his wallet in his back pocket. And sure enough, some lady on the metro tapped him on his shoulder and says, "Did you drop your wallet?" One, she spoke English, so she knew you were a tourist. And she had taken the money out. They'll give you back the wallet and make it look like they're trying to do you a favor. And then the next stop, they book it out of there. What they've done is take your cash. They will usually leave your credit cards, they'll leave your license, they'll leave anything else. They just want the cash. And it's very hard to recover that. So if you lose your cash, it's gone. That is why I recommend getting a wristband that has a pocket. That's where you keep your cash, or a money belt. Anything where it makes the perpetrator difficult. It makes it difficult for the perpetrator to get your money without you knowing about it. If somebody grabbed underneath my shirt, I'd be aware. So just keep that in mind. Always keep aware of your surroundings. If you're surrounded by a group of people chatting to each other and you're kind of in the middle, that's usually a sign that somebody's trying to pick your pocket or go through your purse. That happened to me in Greece. I was surrounded by this group of people that were all chatting to each other, and before I knew it, my purse had been unzipped and my passport, my money, my ID, everything was gone. So, and that was a mess. You do not want to spend a whole day of your vacation in the consulate trying to explain why you had your passport so readily available and now you have to get a temporary passport to get home. No bueno. If you can, get laundry packets that are sheets that just need some water and you can do your washing in the sink. It helps extend your wardrobe because if it gets smelly or you get a stain on it or whatever, you can wash it in your hotel room versus having to find a laundromat or worry about not having anything to wear because your main shirt of your wardrobe has a jelly stain or something happened to it. It also, if you take a certain amount of underwear, it helps you wash those out so you can wear them again later during your trip. Now, instead of packing a pair of pajamas, which take up space and you can only wear them at night, go ahead and pack more of a loungewear type outfit. So if worst comes to worst, you can actually wear that out and about. and you won't look completely ridiculous in your like bunny slippers and sheep or whatever. In Europe, they do not go to the grocery store in pajamas like some people do here. So it would help to give you just that one extra outfit that's comfortable for you to sleep in, but can double as another outfit if need be. Now, instead of the bulky neck pillow, I know those are popular with people who travel overseas and they think, okay, I've got to get the neck pillow. I had the Cabela one, the really fancy one that compacted into this little ball, and I had one before that that was the typical U shape. I never used them once. It was a waste of money, it was a waste of time, and I told myself I would never use those again. But this one I'm going to use. It doubles as a neck pillow, but it has a compartment in it that when it's empty, it lies completely flat, so it takes up no space at all. I have my scarves in here and my little stuffed sheep that I use as a travel pillow because he's this big, but it's round, keeps my head up off the chair or whatever. It's really comfortable. Now this one I got from Temu and it was like $3 or something. Such a good deal. It's so soft, and like I said, you can fill it. It has a zipper. You can fill it with whatever you can't fit in your carry-on. Just make sure it's soft, because this will add, you can actually use it for a body pillow if you would like, or it has a detachable strap that will make it more of a neck pillow. So awesome. And it was like $3 and some odd cents. You can't beat that. And they're not going to make you pack it because it's technically one of those neck pillows. So that is definitely going with me. Okay, so that was my group of unconventional travel hacks to make your trips a little more hassle-free and a little more comfortable. Let me know which one was your favorite and which one you are dying to try in the comments below. And go ahead and subscribe while you're down there. It costs you nothing and it means everything to me. I fully intend to do more travel related videos because I do love to travel. I will go any place I've never been before, and there's several places where I'd go again. But yeah, and stay tuned. I am going to be posting videos on my trip to Scotland, England, and Northern Ireland. I leave in 2 weeks. I'm so excited. And I will definitely share my trip with you guys. So just, like, again, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you next time. Bye, guys.